you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere, with anyone, at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it? Are you ready for the details?
Good evening, everybody. This is Mike Dalco, the CEO of Continuously Empowering Others, and I'm fired up to be sharing this information with you all tonight. I'm telling you, I'm so pumped up and fired up. It's going to take all of my energy and my personal power to just stay in this chair and just talk to you as casually as possible. But when I tell you that the information I'm about to share with you is the game changer, it's the life changer, I cannot believe it should be criminal that this information is not shared in public school. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself as I get further into the presentation. But first of all, I'd like to welcome our guests from literally all over the world. We've got people here from South Africa, my brothers in South Africa. You know you are. Welcome to the stream. We're streaming live via Facebook Live and on goldrocks.info. So we've got multiple streams going on here that you can view this presentation. Feel free, if you're watching on Facebook Live, to click the share button on the page you're viewing it on so that others in your sphere of influence can share it on their pages. And if you're watching this presentation on someone's page, at the end of it or in the middle of it or at the beginning, whenever you feel that move to do it, get back with them and let them show you the very simple way to get started building wealth with Carrot Bars International. See, Carrot Bars is a vehicle to your dreams. You know, we're always looking for how are we going to get to where we want to be in life. And my mentor, Mr. Ty Beth, taught me something that stuck with me for the last 3 years. He said, most people fail not because they don't want to succeed, but because they just don't have a plan. And so this presentation tonight is designed to show you an ironclad plan to reach your goals and to reach your dreams. See, most of us, we have wishes. We don't really have goals. We have a wish because we want things, but we don't see any possible way of achieving it. And so tonight, I'm literally going to show you in the next few moments the way that I've been able to start achieving my dreams, live a free life, live a debt-free life, a time-free life, a location-free life, income that's portable and building assets at the same time. And it's called Carrot Bars International because, see, the only option is what we're already seeing in society. How many of you, by a show of just typing yes in the chat boxes or on the stream here, have worked really hard, but you had a hard time saving money? Just type a Y or throw a thumbs up or a hearts to show that you've struggled. You did everything right, but you struggled. You trying your best. You work hard, and your income is capped. I mean, you fight through traffic every day to get to work on time. And it seems like the harder you work, the less you're recognized. Am I talking to anybody already? Right? I know how that feels. Or like me, I was a mortgage banker, and I was never as good as my last loan. The last loan I closed, I got to do it again. I've always got to perform. It's this performance culture. And if you don't perform, you're only as good as your last good deed. And so people in this economy are just decked. All right, bankruptcy and debt, unemployment, foreclosure. They're strapped, working hard all the time. And we follow the rules. You know the rules, the one where you go to school to get a good education and you graduate, you go to college, get a degree so that you can do what? Go work for somebody who had an idea. All your brilliant people in the world have dropped out of college because they had a God-given idea. Your Bill Gates, your Steve Jobs, just, left off college because they had an impulse, an idea that literally changed the world. And I'm going to show you in just a few minutes an idea that you can grab onto and start changing the world. If not the whole world, at least your immediate world. And so people go to school and they do everything they're supposed to do, play by the rules. And then they go out and they get a job and they work. And they work. And they work. It's like a hamster on a wheel, just running, jumping in traffic, Monday morning, early, dark 30 in the morning, fighting traffic, 30 minutes to an hour. They get to work, hit the clock. Somebody's looking over their shoulder. Your people in the other cubicle are always trying to cut your throat, right? Everybody's trying to be promoted to one position. Everybody's trying to get to that senior management position. There's one position available and 300 people in the cubicle, right? Look, even sociologists, the Census Bureau has a stat. It says out of every 100 people by age 65, only one is wealthy. Of that 100 people, 4 have enough to retire comfortably. 3 will still keep working. 63 are dependent on Social Security and charity and family. And 29 didn't even make it to retirement. So all the money they were paying in for retirement, most of them don't get it. Let me tell you something interesting about our politics. Do you know that the number one goal of the politicians in Washington, D.C., if you live in this country, if you're not here, then you may or may not understand this based on your government. They're always looking for the government's bottom line. The average median income of a House of Representative or congressman in Washington, D.C. is $500,000. How much do you really think they care about Main Street? Just think about that for a minute. And they're pushing the retirement age higher. So it takes you longer to retire because they think that we're ignorant enough to believe that retirement is really an age when in fact it's just a dollar amount. You see, when you have enough money, you can retire. And so what do? We get to our golden years and try to work another job. So people see this happening and they say, well, I know what I need to do. I need to work faster. And so what do? They run out here and get 2 jobs. A millionaire mentor of mine once said, 2 jobs is for 2 people. I personally say 2 jobs is for no one when there's a better way. Wouldn't you like to know a better way? I mean, folks, it's insane to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. And yet, if your kids have been in school 3, 4, 5 years, they are already on this hamster wheel to nowhere. You watch people, your predecessors, your grandparents, your parents, get a good job and get to the end of their life and the family scraping up money to bury them. You know it's true. It's like people lining up, falling off a cliff, and the next person falls off a cliff, and the next person falls off a cliff, and the next person. How many people in front of you have got to fall off that debt cliff before you realize, hey, you know what? Maybe this system just doesn't work. Hey, I'll throw another proposition at you. Maybe it wasn't even designed to work. What sense would it make for an employer to pay you enough so that you can quit their job? What sense would that make? Would that make any sense at all? Look, if the task or job you were performing were ever designed to make you rich and give you true freedom, don't you think it would have done it by 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Why would an employer pay you enough to quit so he'll then have to go and replace you? That makes no sense. So you can see that the corporate America strategy is not to give you freedom, it's to give you bondage. Now, I'm not trying to berate corporate America. Hey, your job can finance your freedom. As a matter of fact, cash flow is the first component of a real money system. All I'm saying is, if you're working a job, it's okay so long as you're working it knowing that there is an exit strategy. They have an exit strategy for you. They put you out to pasture when you're too old or too sick to work. That's their exit strategy for you. They get the best years of your life, and no one at the end of their life says, I should have spent more time at the office. Oh, folks, it's real tonight. I'm not sparing you tonight because I'm sick of it. I am ready to see people break free just like I was able to break free in March 3rd of 2014. After 103 days operating the system that I'm about to show you, I was able to replace my full-time income. And I was a mortgage banker with Wells Fargo. I still keep my pen here as a reminder of how I got free from the plantation. I still got my business card. I looked a little different then, but there's my business card. Been in the mortgage industry for 15 years. Here's a throwback business card. Been in the industry for 15 years. On that hamster wheel, trying to close loan, putting people in a mortgage. Death gauge means engaged. Commitment, a death commitment, a death debt. I was putting people in that death debt that they call the American dream, which is a mortgage. And folks, someone came up to me and showed me a better way. And that's what I'm going to show you tonight. As Warren Buffett says, a man who's worth 60 or 70 billion dollars net worth, he says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. There are 3 things that every human being is going to have to confront. One is residual income, which keeps you from working until you die. One is taxation. Okay, you're going to get taxed, and tax is going to go up. I got an email tonight from the city that I live in, and they said, if you're going to do an event at this hotel, that the sales tax went from 7% to 7.5%. So do you think that your savings mechanism, your savings account, IRA, 401k, CD, all these things that you're going to pay taxes on, these unrealized gains, do you think the tax is going to be higher when you retire or lower? Folks, it's going to be higher. So you've got to deal with residual income, taxation, and you've got to deal with inflation. And we're going to deal with those topics tonight. And so here's the plan. The key is Carrot Bars International is a gold acquisition and payment system. You exchange your declining paper currency for real gold, and then you get paid to share with others how to do the same. That is powerful. I have to say that again just so you can start wrapping your mind around it. I'm still wrapping my mind around it after being free through this plan for 3 years. You exchange that which is declining, which is your paper dollars, in exchange for that which is real wealth, which is gold, and you get paid to do what we're doing right now. You're doing it on your homepage of your Facebook account. You've done it with your text messages that you invited people to this presentation tonight. When you share the information, those who decide to take advantage of the information start saving gold, and you start earning commissions because they save, not spend. I might have to really talk about that for a minute, because there are a lot of businesses that might resemble this business model, but when I tell you that they are all designed to spend, not save. No matter whether it's lotion, potion, pills, nutritional, health products, you name it. They're coffee, tea, juice, they're all designed for you to purchase a product that is a consumable that goes away, and you have to purchase it again and again and again. And there's nothing wrong with that unless you know of a better way. And so tonight I'm going to show you a better way than creating a spending network. You know, everything in capitalism is all about spending, 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 spending. We're going to show you how to keep your money, keep your money, keep your money, and not only keep your money, but get paid to show your family and your friends how to keep their money. The experts even say that you should be moving your depreciated currency into small transaction-friendly weights of gold. Even the Federal Reserve, yes, the people who print the paper currency, say right on their website that the major items on their liability side of the Federal Reserve balance sheet is Federal Reserve notes, i.e. paper dollars. They didn't say it once, they said it twice. They said historically, Federal Reserve notes have been the largest liability on the Federal Reserve's bank balance sheet. Now, why is that the case? Because paper is debt. And wherever paper stops, there's a tax that has to be paid on it. That is, after 15 years in the banking industry, nobody told me that your cash that you're exchanging your labor for is actually a debt note, and your wealth is being eaten up by inflation and taxation. Nobody took that. My grandparents, my parents, nobody took the time to say what I just told you. That is outrageous. So I'm here to tell you tonight. Now, tonight, you have to make a decision because you're not faultless. You have to give an account to the information that you hear. Once you get the knowledge, you have to give an account to the information that you hear. When the people who print the paper dollars tell you that it's a liability, why are you still wondering why you can't save? This is so amazing that this is not taught to our kids in school. Don't hold paper notes. Don't hold paper. Exchange it for something that's going to increase in value. And the only thing that can really do that in massive amounts is gold, because gold is money. So this very brilliant gentleman, Mr. Harold Seitz, out of Stuttgart, Germany, created this amazing program, Karatbars International. And I want to take just a moment and read this mission because it is powerful. He says, my mission is to produce the highest quality of gold available in the market, make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal is to help millions find financial freedom from the current system of debt with Karatbars. And that's our amazing CEO, Mr. Harold Seitz. He's known as the King of Gold. There in Europe, he's on the Economic Senate Council, and he created this amazing company, Karatbars International, which is located in Stuttgart, Germany, founded in 2011, right down the street from Mercedes-Benz Corporation. I used to work for Wells Fargo. It's stuck on my brain here tonight. Right down the street from Mercedes-Benz Corporation. It's a debt-free international company doing business in over 100 countries. Now, we have a proven system, a logical, legitimate, and relevant system, and I want to really focus on those words: legitimate, logical, and relevant for every person on the planet, with 3 optional ways to participate. Now, why are we talking about gold? I'm going to give you a world-class education on why I'm so fired up, pumped up, and excited about gold. Not just because of what it's done for my life, not because it's made me free and I've been free for 3 years, not just that, but for what it's going to do for you. This information, if you haven't heard it before, has the potential to revolutionize your life. I was talking to a lady tonight. She said, I don't understand. She said, first of all, how can you make money with this, and why gold? Here's why. Just 40 years ago, in my lifetime, if you're saving money, you're saving for the long term. You're saving for retirement. You're saving for legacy. So you need to save in a way that's going to expand your wealth. Boy, that's so simple. This is a powerful, yes, Maria Johnson, this is an awesome financial education. This one slide will prove it. 40 years ago, one paper dollar and 1 gram of gold were almost identical value. There was a 32-cent difference. A gram of gold was $1.32 in value, and a dollar was, of course, a dollar. Flash forward 40 years, and what happened to that dollar? You could get 4 loaves of bread 40 years ago, and you could get 5 loaves of bread with that gram of gold. Today, you can get over 20 loaves of bread for the same gram of gold. No interest, no tricks to be played on the stock market. This is physical gold. Physical. This is not a stock, an ETF. This is physical 24 karat 999.9 pure gold in small transaction-friendly increments of 1 gram, 2.5, and 5 grams. You could have just held that gram, and the value of that gold would have gone up enough where you could get 20 loaves of bread, whereas 40 years ago you could get 5 loaves. Now you could get 20 plus loaves of bread with that same gram of gold. Absolutely no risk. Thank you for saying that. Now, what about that dollar? You don't have to take my word for it. You tell me, how many loaves of bread can you get for $1? Somebody tell me. Type it in the chat rooms on Facebook Live. Type it in the chat room on goldrocks.info. How many grams of gold can you get for $1? How many loaves of bread can you get for it? None. Zero. Zilch. Nada. How many more languages can I say zero in? You can't even get 1 loaf of bread. So why are you saving in paper? I'll wait. I'll wait. Tell me why you save in paper. If this is not the most common sense thing that I've ever heard, I can't tell you what it is. Nothing makes more sense than what I just showed you on that slide. Why would anybody save stack in paper? They write rap songs about it. Why would anybody stack paper when it's going down in value day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade? We're just uninformed. And you think they're really going to tell you only 1% of the people in the world own physical gold? You think they're going to tell you? You think the politician's going to tell you? You think your college professor's going to tell you? No, they're not going to tell you. But I'm going to tell you how to get started. Saving gold. You complete a free registration. I mean completely free registration. There's nothing to buy. Put your wallets away. You just sign up for your free gold savings account tonight. Takes less than 5 minutes. It's easier to set up than a Facebook account. If you have a Facebook and a Twitter account and an Instagram account and a Snapchat account, shame on you for not having a free money account. Who does this? Who are the people that's filling our head with this foolishness that we need a Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and all these are free accounts, and somebody, Snapchat, just opened their IPO at $27, $17 a share. How do they get shares when the software is free? Somebody tell me how that happens. I'll tell you how it happens. When you're snapping and chatting and Facebooking, they're looking at what you like and they're advertising to you, and they're selling advertising to the big companies around the world. And they're making billions while you're snapping for free. Why not get a free account that now you can monetize it? Oh, man, sometimes I get so frustrated doing this presentation because I love Karatbars International. It takes everything in my power to remain calm. It takes less than 5 minutes to open. There are no fees of any kind. And when you sign up, you're in business in over 100 countries of the world. Just by signing up your free money account, you're in business. Now, what are you talking about, Mike Dalco? What do you mean in business? Because every time you save gold, you're building your family's wealth, because gold is real money and it's a potentially appreciating asset. And if that makes sense to you to save in 1, 2.5, and 5 gram cards, and that's our product right there on the screen. We even have 1/10 of a gram and 2/10, 4/10, and 6/10 called cash gold. This gold is being used all over the world. It's an alternative payment system. We even have companies that are signed on as K exchanges, which means they'll accept Carat Bars Gold exclusively as payment for products, goods, and services. So you can pay with cash, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, and Carat Bars. Now, I'm not going to give them my gold for their little rinky-dink products, goods, and services. I tried that one time. I took a gram of gold to a jewelry store, and I actually bought a watch, a costume jewelry watch. It was a $250 watch, real nice watch. And I got it from them for 1 gram of gold. Now, they say gold has a price, but why is it that that Indian jeweler was smart enough to understand that that watch was going down in value while that gram of gold was going up in value? They took my gram of gold. They didn't ask me what the weight was. They didn't ask me what today's market value was. They said, give me the gold. My business partner, Mr. Roger Williams, who's on this stream with me, was in Aruba. He was having lunch with 4 of his affiliates, with business partners. And they had a $150 meal ticket. And he was joking with the proprietor. He said, can I pay you in gold? Do you accept gold? This is one of the ways that we sign up K exchanges. We ask them, do they take gold? And they go, huh? And we said, you didn't know you could take gold for payment? And we can hand them a K exchange sticker and share some information with them and let them become a part of our corporation, our business, right? And they said, wait, let me go get the owner. The owner comes back, looks at the gold and says, yes, I'll take it. Roger Williams gave that gentleman what the market says is a $60 gram of gold and paid for a $150 meal. Folks, people know. Intelligent, smart people, wealthy people know. Countries exchange goods and services. They settle debt in gold, not paper, gold. Whew. Man, let me get back on my slides here. I'm getting fired up because I'm telling you, when I found out that gold is money, my whole life changed. And your life is going to change after tonight. I refuse to not pour every ounce of my passion into this presentation so that nobody walks away and say, I didn't know. Okay, so cash gold. So what do you do? The first way is save gold and build your family's wealth. The second way, I said you're in business. Even in the free position, there are 5 primary affiliate options to earn commissions. In the free position, when you sign up for a free money account and start saving gold and refer others to exchange their declining paper currency, just like I showed you with that slide with the bread and the gold, with the dollar and the gold for bread, that makes sense to you, right? Doesn't that make sense? I mean, you're not going to feel good saving in paper anymore, right? I mean, have I convinced you that it does not make sense to save in paper? Yes or yes? Have I convinced you? Yes or no? Yes, talk to me. Type it in. You agree? Yes, great. Great. So since you're not going to save in paper, are you going to be selfish and not tell your friends and family about how to save in gold instead of paper? All right. So when you share with them how to properly save, you're going to earn a commission between 0.5% and 6%. You get a monthly referral commission bonus paid on the 1st of every month. When does your rent and mortgage and light bill, gas bill, all those bills come? They come at the beginning of the month. Wouldn't it be great to have that residual income? Gold is free of that tax. It outpaces inflation. It handles all 3 of those big 3 you got to deal with. Wouldn't it be great to have residual income on the 1st of every month to take care of that residual debt? See, we work linear income and then we have residual debt. And so if you ever get sick and you have to stop working, that income stops, but that debt keeps coming. That car note, that light bill, gas bill, water bill, rent, mortgage, kids' tuition, daycare. It keeps coming. That car insurance, it keeps coming. You got to eat. It keeps coming. All debts are residual. That is by design. When they figure out these ways to make cars run on seawater, they're not going to let that invention come to market. Why would they? And hurt their fossil fuel industry? No way. So you've got to do it. The most important economy is the one in your own home. So that's the second way. The first way, just save gold. Option 2, save and earn by sharing with others how to do the same. Simple enough, right? And then number 3, if you really want to turbocharge your income, choose an optional business package and start building this like I do it. I built it as a career. This was a career change for me. So start building a business with an optional business package. We have 4 business packages to choose from, and we also have 2 legacy packages that have pool shares, that have shares involved, participations in a global pool. But the 4 primary packages are bronze, which is about $160 one time out of pocket. The silver package is roughly $450 one time out of pocket. The gold package is around $850 one time out of pocket. Noticing I keep saying that. And the VIP is around $2,200 one time out of pocket. You can also use a €100 discount card as a discount from the VIP package. All the packages have extraordinary products and marketing material, have gold in them. More gold, the larger package you get. If you start at a lower package, you can upgrade simply by paying the difference in a small upgrade fee. Amazing business. And so how does that third way work? Okay, so you've already registered. Simplicity is the key to this. Don't make this hard. Don't overthink this. This business has been created to be abundantly simple. So please don't add anything to what I'm about to say. This is all there is to it. Sign up for your free account. You've already got that done. Choose your business package immediately. Immediately choose a business package. It doesn't really matter which one you choose, so long as you immediately choose one, because speed, the velocity of the movement of money, creates wealth. See, you can make $1 million in 40 years. You're not rich. You make $1 million in 6 months, you are balling, okay? So the key here is to move quickly. And this system has been designed to move money quickly, much like Wall Street is designed to move money quickly. And there are people there that make $2 million an hour or more because it's a money movement system. That's what Wall Street is designed to do. The problem is only the money movers move and make the money. The investors take their little small profits while the hedge fund managers take the multi-millions. Carrot bars is a level playing field. All you have to do is register for your free money account, immediately select the business optional business package, and then upload your Know Your Customer documents. They've got to know that you're a real person and where you live so they can send you your gold. That's right, Demi. You're trading against micro traders. You're trading against high-frequency trading machines. Here, you're just sharing with your family and friends how to escape all that foolishness. So upload your KYC documents, that stands for Know Your Customer, and then set up an auto exchange. Now, somebody says, oh, there's the catch. No, folks, the auto exchange is optional. You choose how much you want to save, not spend. Notice I didn't say set up an auto purchase, an auto shipment. No, every time you get this product, the product you get is money. You're putting in paper in the auto exchange and getting back gold in the equal quantity of the amount of paper dollars. Put in 50 US dollars, get $50 worth of gold. Wow. And that movement of money with velocity creates commissions. And so you invite others who do the same. We call it 2 in 24. Sponsor at least 2 people in your first 24 hours, and you set up a tidal wave of wealth building. And then those people just do what you did. They duplicate, and rather than being on that hamster wheel like you're at work, you're on the wheel of wealth. You're in a wealth cycle. You're moving cash to assets and telling more people that generates more cash that you move to more assets, that tells more people who generate more cash and more assets, and they tell more people. And before you know it, folks, you are building a wealth machine. So how does it work? You tell 2 in 24 hours. You can sponsor as many people as you'd like, but at least 2 in 24 hours. Everybody knows 3 people. I mean, even Forrest Gump, my goodness. Who was it? Major, Dane, Jenny, and Bubba. Forrest Gump had 3 friends. So everybody knows 2 people that they can share this information with. And I'm going to give you some pillars of credibility that'll make everything that you think is a risk just go away. There are no risk here. So how does it work? In the dual team system, if you choose a business package, it gives you a left team and a right team. And within the Carrot Bars e-commerce system, Everything has a unit value. For example, a gram of gold is 1 unit. 2 grams of gold is, or 2.5 gram is 2 units. A 5 gram is a 5 gram is 3 units. A bronze package would be 5 units. A silver package, if somebody got a silver package in your organization, it'd be 20 units. A gold package would be 50, and a VIP, the top of the marketing plan, 100 units. If they decide they want that premium package, which gives them participation in the global pool, that's another 100 units. If they get a professional, it's 250 units. And as those units accumulate, and you have 25 on one side and 50 on the other team, and folks, it doesn't matter which side, and the volume never flushes. I was talking to a lady today. She had 40,000 units on one team. Wow. The volume never flushes. So if you're a bronze, you earn €10 per payout. A silver is €4 per payout. A gold team member, business holder, is 60 units per payout, and a VIP, 80 units per payout. And again, yes, Louis, the volume never flushes. And how many payouts can you get? You can get up to 180,000 payouts per week. 180,000 dual team payouts per week. So here's just they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. This one right here is going to be worth $1 million. Okay, because you sign up. This is how exponential growth works. See, this is why we show you the power of 2. You can sponsor 200. You can sponsor 2,000. Hey, I've personally sponsored over 300 people. Hey guys, I'll tell you what, type in the chat box, those of you that are in Karatbars International, please type in how many people you sponsor. Just type it in. Let me just show people how simple it is to build your organization. Look at it, 73, 60, 24, 50, 171, 44, right? 27, 20, 25. Keep typing. Keep typing. I know that 180,000 dual team payouts per week, approximately 150 people, 15, 90. All right. So folks, 150, 24, 54. Notice nobody said 2. Right. I just showed you what this could look like if you sponsor just 2. So let me show you the power of 2. You can sponsor unlimited people and you earn a commission on each one of them whenever they save goals. Now watch this. Let's just say you go out and talk to Cheryl, and let's make your other person Dan. Okay, you've got your 2 in 24 hours. This is how fast it could happen. And they duplicate what you did. Duplication creates wealth. You got to keep it simple. All right? And so Cheryl does exactly what you did. She talks to Walt and Mary. Dan does what you did. He goes out and sponsors Stella and Bill. And then everybody begins to just duplicate. And that organization begins to grow exponentially. And you know how 2 by 2 works, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. Now, it won't be this symmetrical. Who cares? Has anybody ever made a 10 on a test? Don't raise your hand. Don't raise your hand. The numbers just keep doubling. Like a penny that doubles every day. After 12 duplications, you getting 2 who get 2. That could be 4,096 people per team. That's over 8,000 people in your organization. And if everybody only got a bronze package and got 1 gram of gold a month, it would generate 410 dual team payouts. And it doesn't stop after 12 duplications. Those people tell others who tell others who tell others, because in Karatbars, there are no levels, and it will generate 180,000 dual team payouts per week. And that doesn't even include your unilevel monthly bonus. Let me let that soak in for a second. It's not like your job. There's no cap here. It's a complete meritocracy. It's based on your level of passion and your desire to do something great with your life. And how do we get paid? We get paid on our own privately issued co-branded MasterCard. Yes, MasterCard, the corporation, has given Karatbars its own personalized global MasterCard. So you get paid in cash on your MasterCard. So people say, well, what if I need money to pay bills? Do I trade in my gold? No, you save the gold, because the gold, you're going to get paid in cash and gold. And the gold you get paid in, you can keep it stored for free at our corporate office. So you can store your gold in your free gold savings account, and your cash goes on your MasterCard, and you can swipe that card every Friday and pull cash off of it at the ATM. So if you need cash, just work your business. And it's going to create an automatic gold savings for you as you save gold for yourself and tell others. So save and tell people. So folks, I know people say, well, let me do my research. You know, I don't want to be too hard on you here, but the gold is real. All of our gold comes from good delivery refineries accredited by the London Bullion Market Association. We're doing business in 100 plus countries of the world. FedEx picks up packages. They have a pickup office inside of our corporate office. And so FedEx had to do their due diligence before they decided to ship whatever our product is in over 100 countries. You know they did their due diligence. They did their research and they didn't Google us. Believe me, they made sure that we were an ironclad company before they decided to ship products for us all over the world. And if that's not enough, we get paid, as I said, on a MasterCard. Imagine the scrutiny that Karatbars International had to undergo to get MasterCard to be our payment partner. And then we have licensing agreements where even the Vatican gets gold bars from Karatbars in a licensed branded card program. They got 100,000 cards with Pope John Paul's picture on the card. It was so successful as a funding mechanism until they got a second 100,000 cards, and they just ordered another run, the third Pope John Paul custom branded card. And you can create your own card. I have my own custom branded card. Celebrities all over the world, athletes are getting their own branded card programs set up. And you can do it too. Folks, yes, I agree, Sharon and Ronald Vicks, there is nothing else. Look, let me say this. 500,000 affiliates around the world and counting. Look, all that's missing is you. Save a lot of gold, tell a lot of people, make a lot of money. That's the simplicity of all this. Your time is your most non-redeemable asset. And if you're gonna spend your time doing an activity, doesn't it just make rational, common sense, and even business sense to spend that time doing something that the payoff is in a tangible product that is going to outpace inflation and outlive you? It's a willable part of your estate. Why would you run around here just selling lotions, potions, pills, or spend all your time 9 to 5 on a job when you could spend some of your time building a legacy in gold? You're not going to get your time back. So why spend time doing anything than the one activity that has the greatest expectation of giving you the highest payoff? And there's nothing more apt to do that than a Karatbars International Gold Money account. So I know maybe you're asking, can I do it? Well, we give you all the support you need. Every day we do calls, we have trainings on Sunday night. Every Thursday night we do a professional presentation. If you didn't like my presentation, no worries. Next Thursday, there'll be a different presenter. So invite your guests. You don't even have to know how to explain the business. We have videos that you give out to share with people how the business works, and they make an informed decision whether they want to join us. It's simple, folks. There's nothing to do but say yes, sign up for your free gold savings account, get back with the person that shared Karatbars with you, and let's get you started building wealth in gold, because gold is money. You guys have a great evening, and we'll see you next Thursday night right here at goldrocks.info.